Thank you for clicking Dr. Sunlight channel. In this video, I would like to discuss Mr. Trump being afraid of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. My name is Dr. Samurai, a professor specialized in international social pathology and also an active prison counselor of 20 years experience. I'm hoping this video would help you to deepen your understanding of underlying mechanics of what is going on in society to attain true happiness on this planet Earth. As usual, I would like to provide you with some basic information first, and then like to move on to our main discussions in the latter half. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. I happened to come across an interesting news title that goes, Trump said AOC makes the old man in Congress shiver in fear because she has strong base like him. This article was written for Business Insider by Alia Shoaib, and she writes, Donald Trump said Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez elicited fear in Congress. Also, Trump reportedly called her a failed geek while acknowledging her influence among Democrats. And he said all these comments 2019 with the business leaders including Mr. Jeff Bezos. I would like to introduce to you some more quotes by Mr. Trump himself. It goes, let me tell you something about AOC. I watched her walk down the halls of Congress and see these old men shiver in fear. They shiver in fear whenever they see her. You want to know why? Because AOC has a base, just like me. And he added, you would definitely want to see me re-elected if we want to keep being in business, implying that the Green New Deal Ms. Ocasio-Cortez is advocating must be shut down before it gets more momentum. I thought that Mr. Trump, who is so well known for his aggression and no fear, is actually admitting the potential of Ms. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Was very interesting. What seems most essential to me among all the information he let out to those business leaders was because Ocasio-Cortez has a base as he does, which deserves some proactive preparation. Mr. Trump is knowing he himself has a solid base which nobody else has. Mr. Trump is feeling Ms. Ocasio-Cortez has the same level of solid base, which deserves to be feared. Oh, by the way, if you like this kind of discussions, please click that the green and the yellow good luck charm logos. So, I looked into Ms. Ocasio-Cortez's background. She was born to parents of Puerto Rican descent. Mother was actually born in Puerto Rico, though her father was born to a Puerto Rican family in Bronx. She was a smart girl, though not from wealthy family. She was very good at microbiology when she was a high school student. Also, she participated in National Hispanic Institute's youth legislative session and was very active in that while she attended Boston University. Though she graduated from the Boston University, majoring in both international relations and also economics, and did graduate with cum laude. She lost her father when she was a sophomore, and she was actually involved in lengthy legal battles to keep her father's real estate. She also served as an intern for the Senator Ted Kennedy, taking care of foreign affairs and immigration issues. And she was the one who could only speak Spanish, and she dealt with so many phone calls regarding ICE issues. Because they lost father, her mother was working as a house cleaner and also as a school bus driver. So she took a job as a bartender and waitress. And later on, she worked as an organizer for Mr. Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign. And while doing that, she came face to face to real people who put their whole lives and everything they had to protect their own community. After all these first-hand experiences, at the age 30, she ran for House Representative. That said, getting back to the base, which Mr. Trump said, I think what he meant was all these first-hand experiences. Herself living as a child of immigrant and seeing the real life of immigrant lives after having lost her own father while she was a student. Although she is still young, she had to go through all those hustles and bustles to survive as something necessary to do to keep living as a daughter of immigrant family. And this unshakable passion that she earned from her various first-hand experiences, I believe, is coming out of her body as becoming some kind of aura. All the congressmen, including Mr. Trump, can never help noticing. I think Mr. Trump felt she is a real thing, as he was, although they are after totally different thing. I do admit that he has real guts, which nobody else has. He never backs down from any kind of criticism from outside. But he felt the same strength from Ms. occasio-cortez that she is giving out unconsciously and naturally based upon all those harsh and heavy experiences she experienced at the first hand. She has this unshakable passion for what she is after, which is pretty much concentrated on the Green New Deal, which I believe she believes will help all those good will poor people on the bottom of the society who are working very hard as cleaner and bus drivers and waitress and bartenders. She is, I assume, trying to do something substantial to change society in which those hard-working people with goodwill can live fully. And my value is, I am 100% positive that Mr. Trump is an authoritarian person. And the authoritarian person is known to admit and make friends with other authoritarian, though I know Ms. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is not an authoritarian person. Mr. Trump felt something similar in her, which he feels in other authoritarian people. This is the very interesting point. Good or bad, real thing cannot help noticing other real things. That is today's value, and I get to like Mr. Trump a little bit better. This is all for today, and I think the message I introduced today is worthy of your thinking. Wherever you are, my friend, on this small, beautiful planet Earth, during the same short period of time. Okay, bye-bye now.